will reduce the number of immigrants we bring in over the next 3 years, which will result in a pause in the population growth over the next 2 years. This builds on our previously announced measures to cap international student permits and reform the temporary foreign worker program, all of which we are implementing with a single aim: stabilize our population growth to give all levels of government time to catch up, time to make the necessary investments in health care, in housing, in social services to accommodate more people in the future. Far too many corporations have chosen to abuse our temporary measures, exploiting foreign workers while refusing to hire Canadians for a fair wage. All while, under the watch of provinces, some colleges and universities are bringing in more international students than communities can accommodate, treating them as an expendable means to line their own pockets. That's unacceptable, and it needs to change.
The caps that we put in place are not measures that we took lightly, nor are the measures taken today ones that we're taking lightly without reflection. We are an open country, but not everyone can come to this country. Permanent residency is something that we hold dear. It has a value, as does Canadian citizenship.
Okay, by now I guess you've already seen this. Let me break it down for you so you can understand it clearly and how it might affect those hopping to relocate to Canada for whichever reason they have. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Immigrant Path. Today we're diving into Canada's newly announced Immigration Levels Plan for 2025 to 2027. This plan, led by the Honourable Mark Miller, Canada's Minister of Immigration, is different from anything we've seen before. Why? Because it's all about balancing growth with sustainable management. For the first time, Canada's immigration targets aren't just about permanent residents, but also include controlled targets for temporary residents like international students and foreign workers. This plan is a big step toward ensuring that Canada's growth benefits everyone. Canada's economy and workforce thrive on immigration. After the pandemic, we needed to accelerate economic recovery, and newcomers helped us avoid a recession by filling labor gaps and bringing new skills. But this surge in population has put pressure on housing, infrastructure, and social services. So the new approach focuses on stabilizing growth short-term to set up sustainable, well-planned growth in the future. Let's break down the numbers. For permanent residents, the target in 2025 is set at 395,000, dropping from last year's plan of 500,000. In 2026, it goes down further to 380,000, and in 2027, it's set at 365,000. These reductions aim to relieve some of the strain on the housing market and help Canada build more capacity for future residents. Interestingly, temporary residents will also see adjustments. Temporary residents, which include international students and temporary foreign workers, will be reduced to just 5% of Canada's population by 2026. This shift involves stricter eligibility for foreign workers, a cap on international students, and other changes designed to ensure the quality and integrity of Canada's temporary resident programs. This isn't about stopping immigration, but rather about finding a balance so our infrastructure can keep up. So why these changes? In recent years, we've seen rapid growth, with immigration accounting for almost 98% of Canada's population increase in 23 alone. Nearly 60% of that was temporary residents. The plan aims to support this growth without overburdening Canada's social services, housing, and economy. By slowing down, we're giving Canada time to expand housing, job opportunities, and social services, key pieces to make sure newcomers can truly thrive here. Immigrants play critical roles across sectors like healthcare, construction, and transportation. In construction alone, newcomers make up 23% of all general contractors and residential builders. By setting targets for both temporary and permanent residents, this plan ensures these sectors continue to benefit from skilled newcomers, while maintaining a pace that Canada's infrastructure can handle. A unique feature of the 2025 to 2027 plan is its focus on strengthening Francophone communities outside Quebec. The goal is to increase Francophone immigration, targeting 8.5% in 2025, 9.5% in 2026, and reaching 10% by 2027. This is part of a broader initiative to support bilingualism, strengthen communities, and contribute to Canada's rich cultural fabric. Let's sum up the key takeaways. The 2025 to 2027 Immigration Levels Plan aims to gradually slow population growth short-term for better managed, long-term growth. Reduce permanent resident admissions to ease pressure on housing and infrastructure. Set clear targets for temporary residents to align with Canada's capacity and priorities. Strengthen Francophone communities outside Quebec. Prioritize sectors like health, trades, and construction to fill essential workforce needs. This approach respects the needs of newcomers while also meeting the expectations of Canadians who want to see a well-managed, sustainable immigration system. So what do you think of this plan? Are you an international student or temporary worker, or maybe someone considering a move to Canada? Let us know how this affects your plans and your opinions on this new approach in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Immigrant Path for the latest on Canadian immigration policies and insights. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.